toe and driving your jab from the ground up. After 3 revolutions, change to the right hand and do the same. Be sure you're shifting your weight, rotating your hips, and bringing your backhand across the entire length of your body. After 3 times around the bag, you then switch to the hook, again circling around the bag. Step, roll, throw, and step, roll, throw. Be sure you're shifting your weight properly from the back foot to the front when you roll, and turn that hook when you deliver it. Turn your hips, rotate your upper torso, and shift your weight from the front left back to your right. Drilling these punches over and over requires constant movement, upper and lower body connection, and focus. All good traits every fighter needs to have. Heavy bag drill number 2 can help you think in terms of combination punching as opposed to throwing one punch at a time. It involves working in a simple pyramid type fashion and promotes punching in volume. Start with a jab. Jab 1 time, and then jab 2 times. Next, jab 3 times, working your way all the way up to 10 punches and back down to 1. Switch and do the same thing with a cross. After that becomes easy enough, start punching in combinations, throwing a series of 1s, 2s in succession. Again, the main benefit of this drill is to program your mind and body into thinking in terms of combinations. Do this often enough, and throwing one punch at a time will seem odd and easy. Condition yourself to become an active fighter, and you also become a force to be reckoned with. Heavy bag drill number 3 is all about conditioning and punching endurance, again based on a pyramid style of working. Throw 1 jab and do 1 push-up. Throw 1, 2 and do 2 push-ups. 1, 2, 3 and 3 push-ups. Add a variety of punches until you're throwing a 10-punch combination and performing 10 push-ups in between each. Doing this from 1 all the way to 10 adds up to 55 punches and 55 push-ups, and should be doable by any competitive athlete. Once you're able to accomplish that, then work your way back down, 9, 8, 7, and so on. That will add up to another 45 punches and 45 push-ups for a total of 100 punches and 100 push-ups. Without sacrificing form, see how long that takes you and work to better your time each session. Add this to your routine regularly, and you'll be amazed at the added punching power and endurance you'll gain.
All right. What's up, everybody? Hope everybody's doing good. Thank you for joining me on this little live stream. Basically, what I want to do in this live stream is answer any questions that you guys might have about the Las Vegas tournament. As you guys can see, I dropped the brackets, so you see your matchups and everything. Now, just remember that those matchups can change up. Nothing's set in stone yet because there's still time where people can drop out. Someone might get hurt and have to drop out, those type of things. So this is just kind of a preview. For some of you, this is it, and you have no changes coming up or anything. But until we get to the day of the bouts, we won't know. You know what I mean? And the other thing is, hopefully everybody shows up. There's going to be some things that we'll be doing as we get closer to the tournament, to make sure we know who's going to show up and who's not. At least try to eliminate most of that. So that way there's no surprises, or minimize the surprises that there could be and that type of thing. So, first of all, thank you everybody for joining us. Let me see, do you guys have any questions? What's going on? What's happening? Give me any questions you guys might have about the tournament or anything that we're doing. You know, masters wise, and we'll check it out. Let's see what we got here. We got Pop's ManCave. He says, yo Victor, saludos from the other okay, they're talking to somebody else, so I'll get him off there. Natural Understanding says, peace to everyone, glad you're here. Dave Boucher says, did you get my picture? I know you said you wanted a picture. Dave, yes, we did get your picture. Again, this is for so again, these are for the live streams when we match you guys up. Let me see if I have something in here to kind of give you guys a preview. So when we match you guys up, we want to be able to have like your name, your age, your weight, because during the live stream, a lot of people ask, like, how old are these guys, or who are they, or what's the information on these people. So before your bout starts, we can pull you up like this, right? And here we have Robert Linney, say he was fighting Tom Webb. You see their age, their weight, and their experience. So that way people know who's boxing and whatnot, and that type of thing. So a lot of you guys have sent, like, when you guys registered, have sent like 2-pixel picture, which cannot be used or whatnot. So it is what it is. If people want to send their picture in, great. If you don't, then so be it. I'm not gonna keep chasing it, because I just got too much other things to do. So those that send it in, great. We'll have yours up, and those that don't, we won't. It's that simple. All right. Let's see. We got some people up on here. All right. By the way, also, just so you guys know, this will be the channel that we'll have our live streams. We'll be able to live stream both rings simultaneously on the same channel with different links. So just know that. Okay, let's see what we have here. We have Vicki Thomas from Texas. My flight won't land till 7 p.m. on Friday. I will miss the meet and greet. Is that okay? Yes. What I do want people to do, though, is if you're missing the meet and greet, I want you to either send me a text or an email letting me know that you're on your way. Again, we'll go over that. I'm going to send some emails. Excuse me. I'm going to send some emails, make some calls, and whatnot. So that way, on Friday, anyone that's going to miss the meet and greet, we know that you're on your way by either sending me a text or an email. And that way, we have a better understanding where people are, who's coming, who's not, all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Omar Profe Lopez, working corner of some boxers, so I will send you my list soon. Sounds good, Mr. Profe. Sounds good. And any other coaches or anybody else that is coming, like, let's say you're coming with a team and you have, like, let's say 4 boxers, send me the list of your boxers so that way I know, or I'll put something together and then we can do it that way. That way I can kind of spread them out, so that way whoever the coach is has time to work each corner, and has a little bit of time in between to work each corner, warm the boxers up, all that kind of stuff. All right. So good call, Omar. Thank you for that. All right, we have Pop's ManCave again. You may not be able to answer. If you can't, it's all good. Any word on the bronze coaching? Off topic, so I apologize ahead of time. Skip if not applicable. No, it's applicable. So what's going to happen is they're not going to do the bronze coaching. It looks like it's been that's been a struggle, bro, and I don't know why. They submitted the paperwork that was supposed to go. Excuse me. That was supposed to go to USA Boxing. I personally got a place for them to have the bronze. The bronze whatever, the bronze clinic or whatever. Got them a place. Got them tables, chairs, the whole deal. All right, out of my pocket. So, for whatever reason, USA Boxing wasn't getting it done, whatever the case may be, and it just got too late. You know what I mean? From what I understand, they're not going to do it. I apologize to those that wanted to get that done, but it's something that I don't control. I wish I did, because I would have been on top of it and tried to get it as quickly as possible. But, I don't know where the ball was dropped, but obviously, it's not going to happen. So I apologize for that. All right, we got Mr. Victor Melendez from Florida via the Bronx. Not coming to coach for this one, but can help with my blue book. Okay, so you're not going to coach, but you can help officiate if needed. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I think. Let me let this be known. Okay. We do have our second doctor, so thank you to everybody that tried to help out with trying to get a doctor or whatnot. So we're now good to go. We have our doctors. We have officials. We have officials coming out from all over the place. This is where it gets super, super expensive. So I am trying to reach out to, I really, really need some sponsors. It has gotten super, super expensive because unfortunately the doctors are flying out, officials are flying out. We got hotel rooms for these officials, these doctors, which is things that naturally have to happen. I mean, if they're contributing their time, it's not something that is lacking or something that shouldn't be done. Obviously, we got to take care of them, and we will definitely take care of them. It's just, it costs money, you know what I mean? So without, all right, I don't know what happened. Something happened, and it clicked off, and I'm live again. So hopefully we're back on track. We got to start over. We have to start over. Let me see if I can get you guys back in here. Alright. Or is it still going? I don't know if it's still going. Let's see. We'll find out right now if it's still going or not. Let's see what happens. Sponsorship package. Let's see. Okay, so it jumped back on. For some reason it clicked off and then it jumped back on. So let me see here. Let's see here. Good evening, Manny. I hope you're doing well. My brother, Richard, doing well, bro. Doing well. I hope you're doing well. Can't wait to see you in Vegas in a couple of weeks. Is there a sponsorship package, Pop ManCave? Yes, I will post it up tomorrow for anybody that's interested, or if you know anybody that might be interested in doing a sponsorship, that would definitely help out. We definitely need that. So, again, any help that we can get, we would greatly appreciate. And, so that's where we're at. Let's see here. We are here. All right, cool. All right, so anybody else have any other questions about the tournament, the brackets, weight classes, all that kind of stuff? I saw a message on a comment on one of the brackets, and the gentleman said, let me see if I can pull it up. Give me 1 second here. That way we're all on the same page and we're on topic. It has to do with weight classes, all right? So basically what he was asking was, let me see if I can pull it up. There it is. Okay, in general, at master tournaments, if a boxer does not make the weight he signed up for, does he or she get placed in the next weight class? Okay, look, I spend hours and hours and hours on these brackets, okay? Hours. I didn't finish till late this morning, okay? Overnight, the whole deal, okay? So if you're not going to make your weight, then why should I even bother putting, like, weight classes together then? You know what I mean? Or like, all this stuff that we're doing. So here's the thing, is if you know what weight class you're in, you know what weight you supposed to be making. If you can't make that, let me know ahead of time so I can change you to a different bracket. That's not a problem. Okay, we'll fix that. However, there's some of you, for example, if I have two 70-year-olds that match up, all of a sudden one doesn't make weight, there's nobody for me to put that person against. So both of them now have no bout. You see what I'm saying? This is why it's important that you make your weight. I don't understand why someone wouldn't make weight unless you're trying to be like a super professional and you're dropping 20 pounds so you could have some sort of advantage that's really not there for a 1.5-minute round or 2-minute rounds for three rounds. It doesn't make sense. All right, make the weight that you're supposed to make, where you're comfortable, where you box at your best, and do that. I mean, it's crazy to me, like, how people are thinking it shouldn't be that hard to make weight. Okay, we want to have rankings, we want to have all these things, but yet we don't want to make weight. We want to like play around with weight classes and all that. It just doesn't work that way. All right. All right. Let's see. Tony Hill, what's happening, brother? Good to see you. Excuse me, I have a bit of a cough here, so bear with me. Let's see, who else we have? We have Dan, man. Sorry if I'm jumping ahead. What's up, Manny? Just wondering when the deadline to register for Texas is. Might be matched for Masters Golden Gloves same weekend. That's okay. So this is with any tournament. Once we get to the capacity, that's when it shuts down. I can't tell you when that's going to be because I don't know when everybody's going to register or not register or whatever the case may be. So as long as there's openings, as long as there's spaces available, that means that registration will stay open. Once that reaches their goal or the capacity that they give us, then that's when it shuts down. So Texas is 100 master boxers. Once it gets to 100, then it closes down. Now remember, there's two separate entries. There's the men and there's the women. Sometimes people just read the men and think, okay, there's 80 people, so there's still 20 slots. But then in the women's side, there's 19, so there's only one slot really left for everybody. Okay, so just be aware of that. But yeah, so once it's full, I can't tell you the exact date or time or whatever. They'll go on until it gets full. That's about the best I can tell you, brother. All right, we have Victor says, in non-master tournaments, if you above or under the weight class, you get DQ'd. So there you go. Don't get DQ'd. You know what I mean? It's not fun. Again, we'll work with people and all that. We'll try to get people bouts. But again, if you come in overweight on the day that you're supposed to box, everybody's already matched up. You know what I'm saying? So how are we going to put you in another bracket where everybody's already matched up and scheduled to box that day? You know what I mean? I don't know. If you guys can figure that out, let me know. All right. Here we go. Dan the man, got it. Thanks, Manny. I'll monitor as it goes. Yeah, that's the best thing you can do, bro. You'll have some time. I don't think it's going to fill up immediately, but just keep an eye on it. All right. That's all the questions I have. Again, this live stream is just to kind of answer any questions that you guys might have. You know, again, if you have questions about weight class, if you don't understand how the weight class works, because Masters for a long time has been kind of like lenient towards, okay, we'll allow you to box someone as long as you're within 10 pounds. That's long and gone. That's not here anymore. We have weight classes, we got to use them, and that's how we do it, okay? If you don't understand the weight classes, reach out to me at any time, and I'll be happy to help you. Hopefully I can help you understand how the weight classes work and why they're important, all right? All right, let's see here. And Profe has already given me his list, man. Jeez, let me breathe, bro. Can I live? Can I live, Profe? All right. By the way, we had a great last weekend. Was it last weekend or the weekend before that? We had a great 2-day master sparring camp. We had a lot of people come out and have some fun, do a little technique, and then do some sparring with other masters. I think everybody had a great time. Everybody took a little something with them home. It's interesting how Saturday we get packed, and then Sunday we have some people missing. So I guess LA nightlife will do that to some people. You know what I mean? So, but no, it was great meeting a lot of you. I met a lot of new masters that are starting out, and then I also met some masters that have been around for a little while. It was great meeting all of you and being able to participate in that. Let's see. Well, let's see. Yeah, so any other questions, please let me know. I do want to announce there is going to be a Masters boxing camp in Las Vegas, March 5th, 2023, from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. This is the one-day camp, and it's going to be ran by Jeff Mayweather and Greg Fredo. Both of them are coaches now. Jeff Mayweather was a former pro, uncle of Floyd Mayweather, but he had his own illustrious career as well. Great boxer and trainer now. They're going to be doing a 4-hour training sessions that'll focus on defense, offense, footwork, mitt work. They do an amazing job with the mitt work. So if you guys are interested, the flyer will be up tonight. It's already up on my page, my what do you call it? Facebook page. Okay, so it's already up there, and you can reach out to Coach Fredo if you're interested. The flyer has his information and everything else. All right. Oh, and by the way, both of them will be at the tournament. Both Jeff Mayweather and Greg Fredo will be at the tournament. They're going to help me out with people that need coaches. So please don't knock out your coach just because you want Jeff to corner you. You know, he'll be happy to assist or whatever. Two great guys that will help out. So that'll be great. So anybody that wants to meet Jeff or Coach Fredo, they'll be at the tournament and they'll be helping out. All right, give me 1 second. I have a comment or question from Mr. Washington. Manny, are you going to have another sparring camp in the next few months? Yes, I'm going to work on a date as soon as the February tournament is over. To be honest with you, I'll let you guys know. I've had the past 6 months have been really rough for me. I've lost quite a few family members and loved ones, which has hit me pretty hard. So I just want to get through February 1st and, you know, get that tournament done, take a little bit of a break, and then start up with another camp, which would probably be like in the May to June area. And then, you know, just kind of pick up from there, pick up a little steam, and then we'll do the New Jersey tournament. The New Jersey tournament, we're really trying to make it better than last year. It's definitely going to be better than last year, more organized. We're going to have a lot of great things going on there. So, you know, I'm just trying to kind of regroup a little bit and then, you know, and then hit a full blast. Let's see. So yeah, Mr. Washington, to answer your question, we will, you know, once the tournament's over, I'll definitely put a date together for that. Let's see. Wow. Noel Latino. He says, this is my first Masters. What gear am I responsible to bring? So, Noel, here's what you need to bring, okay? So, the event will provide the gloves, okay? So you don't have to worry about the gloves. You need to bring either gauze and tape or hand wraps, okay? If you don't have a coach with you, I suggest you bring hand wraps more than anything because the coaches are going to be too busy to do gauze and tape. That takes about half hour, 40 minutes sometimes, and the bouts are just going too fast, okay? So if you're traveling without a coach, bring hand wraps, or you can bring gauze and tape as well if you want, and then we can find a coach that might be willing to hand wrap you and whatnot. But again, it might be a little chaotic, so be aware of that. Those are your responsibilities. You need to bring a Masters approved headgear, which right now the only companies that have them is Sting, Ringside, and Tidal. Okay. And so you definitely need to have a Masters headgear. Any headgear will not do. So if you have a headgear that says Everlast, you're already on the wrong side there. So just remember that Sting, Ringside and Title are the ones that carry them. If you go to any of their websites, all you have to do is on the search, put Masters Headgear, and then they'll pop up. So that way you get the right one. The other thing is obviously your top and your trunks. Your trunk waistline has to be a different color than your top. So for example, if you're wearing an all black top and trunks, the waistline of your trunk has to be a different color than the black top. So a lot of times it'll be a white waistline or whatnot. Okay. I suggest that you have 2 uniforms, one red, one blue, so whatever corner you're assigned, you have that color. If you're only taking one uniform, I would suggest take a neutral color like a black or a white. This way it'll be easier for officials to judge about, okay? Because sometimes both fighters will have red, and it's hard to give a point to blue if both boxers are in red uniforms. Just make it easier on the officials. Then you need obviously your socks, your boxing shoes, and your mouthpiece. So for your responsibility is your hand wraps or gauze and tape, or both if you want to bring both. Your mouthpiece, your headgear, your trunks and top, and your shoes. All right, those are the things that you need to bring that will not be provided for you. All right. All right, Mr. Jack Santos, are there any master tournaments in Florida that are all master tournaments? No, not yet, not that I know of. If someone in Florida wants to step up and get that done, that's how it would be. That's how it would get done. Someone in Florida needs to do the legwork and want to step up and have a tournament there. You know what I mean? So, but that I know of, like just a Masters tournament, Florida doesn't have one yet. They do have events where Masters are welcome and can compete in them. The most popular one I think is the Sugarburt, but I'm not in Florida, so I couldn't tell you specifics on that. Let's see. Got the Masters headgear, protector too. Thanks, man. Yeah, the protector too. I'm sorry, I forgot the protector as well. So good job. So just the basics, you know what I mean? Just know that the gloves are provided for you, so you don't have to worry about the gloves. But the other basics are your responsibility. All right. No Latino got it. Victor with a sad face because he's in Florida and he wants the Masters tournament out there, but doesn't have one. Yeah, Florida is active with Masters. I'll tell you, Florida would be a great destination for a Masters tournament. It's just a matter of someone stepping up. I'd be willing to help out, but that's up to the masters out there to kind of get the legwork going first. Get that interest first. You know what I'm saying? Don't be selfish, damn Floridians. But yeah, so we'll see what happens. All right. Any other questions, comments, concerns? And there's Mr. Victor. Any other questions, comments, concerns, please post them up. Again, this is just to answer any questions you guys might have. Even if you guys have questions about another event or tournament or whatever that I could answer, throw them up. Let's see. This is Guillermo Mata. He says, "Hey, say I just decided to show up without a trainer. Will be assigned one. I know this isn't typical, but just thinking costs for trainers, etc." Actually, Guillermo, it's actually quite common. So if you travel without a coach, we will have coaches there that can help out, help warm you up and then, help you out in your corner. Again, if you come without a coach, I would highly suggest bringing hand wraps. Get used to the hand wraps. If you're used to gauze and tape, get used to the hand wraps because that might be something that might not be available just because the coaches are helping other boxers. So each tournament we have probably, I'm going to guess, for each tournament we probably have about 30% of the boxers without coaches. So that'll give you an idea of like, you know what I'm saying? The coaches that are helping out are back and forth. So yeah, just so you know. All right. Okay, so Victor says that Florida is in discussion. So we'll see what happens. We'll see how serious these Floridians are. All right, Dren, we need another Masters tournament in Northern California. I don't want to speak too much about it yet, but there's something in the works, so we'll see. Give it a little time. We'll put something together. There's something in the works. Let me just say that. All right. What brand are the boxing gloves that'll be provided? They're Title boxing gloves, and they're 16 ounce. Just so you know. Okay. That seems to be all I have at the moment. Let's let it populate a little bit. All right, so let's take a little break real quick. Think of the questions that you might have. This is your chance to ask me any questions you have on Masters Boxing. Let's get all the questions out of the way so that way you can train, get yourself ready. We are about 3.5 weeks from Vegas, man. It's coming quick. It's going to be fun. This is going to be a blast. This is going to be one of the best tournaments I think we have to date. So, but be right back. All right, shout out to Title Boxing. Thank you for your support. Always having our back and always in our corner. We appreciate you. And again, hopefully we have Title. Hopefully we have Title at the tournament as well. With their gear and everything else. So let's see. I know there's a couple of questions that came up. Okay, Dave Boucher says, how about Northeast Wisconsin for a tournament? Okay, so it's cool to throw up like locations and all that kind of stuff. But here's the thing, is someone from that area, a gym owner that's under USA Boxing, has to say, okay, I want to put on a Masters tournament, and then get the sanctioning first of all right, and then whatever comes next. So if they need to rent a location, they need to rent a ring, get the doctor, get all the things that are necessary, chairs, tables, rent chairs, rent tables, are there enough officials there, or do you have to get officials from out of town? Do you have to get hotels? All these things that come with it play a part. So I'm in Los Angeles and in Las Vegas, okay? So I don't know Wisconsin at all. So I don't have a gym out there, so I have nothing to do with Wisconsin. So someone in Wisconsin would have to take that step and want to do that tournament there. You know what I mean? Masters tournaments aren't as rewarding because Masters are throughout the country. So when you get a Masters tournament, you got people flying in from different areas, so you don't get the locals that'll bring in, 50 people, 60 people, per person, per boxer. You have boxers that come without a coach. So it's not as profitable as, a local event or things like that. So that's why a lot of these other areas, they won't do it, because number one, can you get the Masters? Is it interesting enough to get the Masters out there? And then number two, is it going to be financially, am I going to be able to make money, or am I going to lose money from it? That's the reality of it. You know what I mean? I didn't get a profit on the Vegas tournament until last year, and it was very little. So the profit was almost nothing. Again, I don't have any sponsors. I'm dealing out of pocket, and that's where the entry fee helps with like the cost of everything that comes with it. So so just know it's not as easy as saying, okay, let's do one in Chicago, let's do one in Wisconsin, let's do one in Ohio, let's do one here. You know what I mean? If it was that easy, we'd have a whole bunch of them. And you'll notice that last year, there's some events that aren't doing it this year. And the reason why is it wasn't profitable. You know what I mean? That's just the reality of it. All right. I don't mean to be negative on it. I just want people to be realistic of like, if you want something in your area, then you have to do the legwork and work on it and figure out if it's worth even having it there. You know what I mean? So that would be my answer to that. Okay, does all masters boxing matches have 3 rounds, which are 2 minutes each? No, that's only for the open. So if you have 11 or more bouts, you'll do 3 rounds of 2 minutes. If you are a novice, which is 0 to 10 bouts, then you do 3 rounds of 1.5 minutes each. Okay, Victor, why couldn't you have Tank versus Ryan during the Masters tournament? Because I booked the tournament way before the Ryan and Tank fight. And the other thing about that, if I would have booked it during their fight, the hotel rooms would have probably been about $500 each. So think about that. All right. Let's see. Can't wait for the Doc tourney. I will be patient, but I love that you honor his legacy. Yeah, Doc is Doc was a very special person that to me it's very important that his legacy continues, and doing this tournament under his name is kind of like the start of that. So for those of you that didn't know him or don't know of him, you will. Soon enough, you will. All right. Let's see. 90 seconds for novice, 120 for open class. I believe that is correct. Let's see here. Jerry, if your bracket only has 2 guys, will you box on Saturday or on Sunday? We don't know yet. We have to divide the matches. So there are going to be some title bouts on Saturday. It's just a matter of how many, because we can't have 20 bouts on Saturday and then 150 on Sunday. You know what I mean? We have to balance them out. So once we get closer to the tournament, probably a week before, you'll see the bout sheets, and then that's when you know what day you're going to be boxing and whatnot. Okay, let's see. Dave Boucher, we hold events here already. Just wondering if guys would come. I mean, that's a good question, Dave. And again, I'm not trying to say that that it's a bad location or anything like that. It's just the work that people would have to do. It would have to be people from there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't go there and have that tournament there because I don't have a gym there. I'm not from there. It has to be a local gym that does the sanctioning and all that kind of stuff. So, so if you feel like it's a great location, then I would work with the local people that do events there and see what they think, and then go from there. You know what I mean? Tony Hill says, we're trying to make this happen in Nashville. Manny, Music City Masters. Bro, again, I don't see nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? I know there's Masters there as well. So I think it would do well. It's just a matter of, the people there, like you said, like you guys are starting to do that. It just really comes down to organization of it, and then how you would put the word out of your event, and I think there's some great locations. There's some great locations that we haven't had master tournaments, but again, those areas have to have like those people come out and do them, just like you're doing it right now, Tony. You know what I mean? Chicago would be another great location. There's a lot of Masters in Chicago, so it would make sense. Florida, there's a lot of Masters in Florida. You know, that would make sense. You know, we have our New Jersey tournament, which covers kind of New Jersey and New York. So, you know, that just made sense. You know what I mean? And then with the history that's there, it just really, you know, it really made sense to us. All right, let's see who else we got here. We have Pop's ManCave, Doc in Northern Cali. I could wish, right? Hey, you never know. I'm gonna just say you never know. All right. All right, Guillermo Mata. Is there only one type of specific headgear for Masters? I'm not sure what you mean by that. There's 3 companies that make it, but yeah, they're gonna be pretty much close to the same. All of them are gonna be pretty close to the same. The classifications that USA Boxing has for the headgear is it's pretty much the same for all. You know, no matter what brand you get. All right, and then Jerry says, do you weigh in both days, Saturday and Sunday? You weigh in whatever day you're competing. So, for example, let's say that you only have one person in your bracket, or you have a bye, right, for Saturday, and you're only going to box on Sunday. That you know of, you're only going to box on Sunday. If that's the case, then you weigh in on Sunday only. Okay, if you box on Saturday, and then you're going to box again on Sunday because you won and you advanced, then you have to weigh in both days. So any day that you box, that's when you weigh in. If you're not, so if you only have a match on Saturday, obviously Sunday you don't have to weigh in because there's nothing going on for you on Sunday. So yeah, that's how it works. All right. And just to give you guys a heads up, kind of how we're gonna do the weigh-ins this year is when we have the matchups, when we have our bout sheets, okay, whoever's bout number 1 will be first, whoever's bout number 2 will be second, whoever's bout number 3 will be third, whoever's bout number 4 will be fourth, so on and so forth, all right? And the reason why we're doing this is for 2 reasons. Number 1 is the first people that are going to have bouts, they can get weighed in, see the doctor, go grab something to eat or whatever they need to do because they're going to be the first ones up. That's number 1. Number 2, if someone doesn't show up or your opponent isn't there or whatever, we'll know immediately, and then we can take immediate action to try to figure out another opponent for you or whatever we can do to salvage that. Okay? A lot of times we don't know till after weigh-ins are completely done, everything's completely done, and then we're stuck. You know what I mean? So we want to kind of get noticed if someone doesn't show up. We get it as early as possible, so that way we can make some arrangements then and there. Make sense? All right. All right. We're gonna do one more little commercial because these are my favorite gloves and I need to get some. But think of any other questions that you guys might have, and then we'll cut it off. And again, I just wanted to do a quick Q&A on any questions that you might have for the tournament in Vegas or any tournaments that are coming up. All right? All right. Hold on. All right, quick little commercial, you know, helping out our sponsors. So I don't know if you guys have seen the belts yet for the tournament. They're beautiful. Thank you again, Title, for the great job once again. And yeah, I mean, there's some great titles that the winners of the brackets are going to get. And we're going to have a blast. It's going to be a great, great time. I don't know what else to let you guys know. I'm trying to think if I have any other information to let you guys know. That's pretty much it, I think. Other than that, you know, New Jersey registration is open for New Jersey. Rude Dog has their registration open. If you're looking for links to other events that are coming up for Masters, just go to www.usamastersboxing.com and just go to the events page, and you'll see the events that are listed right now. There is a change. I got to figure out the dates for it though. But there is a change that Gleason's did. So they normally have their event in August, and they changed it to May. They changed it to May. So it's weird because it's like 1 week. I think Gleason's is first, and then the Rude Dog tournament is right after. So I don't know why they did that, but for whatever reason they did. So I have to change the date for the Gleason's tournament. So that's going to be in May. You can also check out, you know, their website at gleasonsgym.com, and then just go to their events page, and you'll see their Masters tournament info. Let's see. Angie, what's up, Angie? Over in Vegas. Victor says Summer Festival and Masters USA Boxing. Not sure what you mean by that, Mr. Melendez. Can you elaborate a little bit more, sir? What do you mean by Summer Festival and Masters USA Boxing? Are they having Masters again at the Summer Festival? Last year was a horrible turnout too, by the way. So we gotta figure that out. If they are doing Masters again this year, we got to figure out how to support that, just so we can get some more Masters in some of these USA Boxing events. Victor says, I think Gleason's is doing 2 Master tournaments. Well, aren't they greedy? Just kidding. We'll find out. Let's see what happens. We'll find out. See what they say. First week of June, the Summer Festival and JOs. Are they doing Masters as well, Victor? For the Summer Festival? You know what? This is the power of the internet. We're gonna find out right now if Gleason's is having two Masters tournaments. Bear with me, my good people. Okay. Events. Let's see here. So here's what they're doing. They're pretty slick. No, wait. Let's see. 5th Annual National Masters Tournament. Oh, no. Okay. So this is what it is. Okay. All right. I got it now. So it's not an actual Masters tournament, I don't think. Or maybe it is. Trophies, awards. Yeah, it is. It looks like they're doing 2 tournaments. Okay. It looks like they're doing a national tournament and then an international tournament. Okay, so we'll figure those out. All right, we'll figure those out. So Gleason is trying to throw some tournaments out there. Let's see here. Okay, so we'll get some more. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get some more information on the Gleason's 2 Master tournaments. We'll find out more about that. And then the second thing we'll do is we'll find out more about the Summer Festival and JOs that they're including Masters in. So that's a USA Boxing event, and I guess they're including Masters again. So we'll find out more information on that for for those that want to participate in those. And then we have Natural Understanding. I was born and raised in Patterson, New Jersey. Now I live in South Carolina. If I was still in New Jersey, I would definitely sign up for the Jersey tournament. Well, Mr. Natural, here's what I got to say to that. There's plenty of time to get yourself together and get yourself out there. Because you don't want to miss that tournament. You'll regret it. No, I'm just kidding. If you can make it, I would definitely suggest you try to make it because it is a great tournament. But I definitely understand, you know, when we move to different locations and whatnot, life takes over and, you know, there's more obstacles. So we hope to see you there if you can make it because you will have a great time. But if you can't, check out our live stream. You will be able to see the bouts and everything. And maybe that motivates you even more for the following year. All right. Let's see. What else do we got here? Victor, yeah, I was thinking about Ringmasters, but no, it's actually Masters Tournament because it's only 2 days, and the registration is the same as their other Masters Tournament. Same, it's all the same as the other Masters Tournament. You know what I mean? So it's definitely not Ringmasters. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what they're trying to do over there. Let's see. Pop's ManCave. Aside from trying to help find sponsors, is there anything we can do to lighten the load? I'm going to be calling a few companies in Vegas that I know to see what we can do on that part. To be honest with you, bro, it's just I wish there was a way to kind of lighten the load, but like on a lot of things, like it has to be a central person. You know what I mean? Because you deal with you deal with location, you deal with the rings, you deal with the local boxing commission, you deal with the Nevada Athletic Commission because you have to get a promoter's license. You know, you deal with the ambulance, but they're all kind of tied together. So the best thing is to have like one central contact. Because if you have more than one, what happens is, we did this once and it just didn't work out. What happens is, like, I'll get a message from the Nevada State Athletic Commission, then I share it, and then sometimes they think it's the local boxing commission and get confused. And like, so there can be a lot of confusion, and just to avoid some of those things, there's certain things that just have to be one central person. You know what I mean? The biggest thing for me right now, to be honest with you, the biggest struggle is just sponsors, man. And it's the struggle that we've always had. We have to figure this out because it really does make it tough for the tournaments, for the events. Because like I said, even in Vegas, as a great of location that it is, we'll have people there that'll watch the bouts and everything. But it's not like having locals, you know what I mean? From Las Vegas, in the Vegas tournament, we might have 8 locals that are competing. So those are going to be the people that bring the most people in to come watch them. The rest is going to be, you know, maybe close states like Arizona, California, might bring family members or something like that, which is great. But, I mean, if you look at our pool, if you look at everybody that registered, it's all over the place. So someone from New York, unless they're wealthy, really wealthy, they're not going to bring 20 people to come watch them box. You know what I mean? They might bring their coach, their wife, you know, or significant other, whatever the case may be, and that's it. You know what I mean? So it makes it tough. So without sponsors, we're treading water. You know what I mean? Like every event is a tread of water, and I hope that we make a little bit of a profit. You know what I mean? The amount of time that we put into it really doesn't justify what we get. You know what I mean? Because it's a lot of work. But for me, it's a passion. It's not about the money. It's a passion I have because of the friendships that I've made, the people that I've built relationships with. That means more to me than anything. You know what I mean? And I want to be able to continue to do it as much as possible. But there will be a time where, like, it's time for me to, like, step down and have somebody else, you know, do the events and stuff. You know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, the biggest thing for us right now, as a group, as a collective, is how can we get sponsorships for events, for our events. You know what I mean? Like, if maybe this is a thing where Wisconsin might have an advantage because they're more tied into their local community and can get more sponsors. You know what I mean? I don't know. You know what I mean? So it's just a matter of figuring it out and then, applying it. Once we get sponsors, things will lighten up a little bit. It'll be easier to sleep at night. You know what I mean? Because I'll tell you right now. So I have 10 officials that are coming from out of state. All right. So for those 10 officials, I have to have hotel rooms, and then I have to feed them. All right. I have 2 doctors. One of them is from out of state, which I'm paying their flight, I'm paying their hotel and their food, and their daily fee. You know what I mean? So just that alone, think of the price tag for that. Then I'm paying about $6,000 for the building that we're renting with the rings. The good thing is that they already have the rings, but then another $1,000 for chairs and tables. It list goes on and on. You know what I mean? So right now I'm about, for Las Vegas alone, I'll be honest with you guys, I'm about $28,000 in. So how does that equate to, how can we make money off of that? Just to make sure that we have the tournament again. So these are the struggles, you know what I mean? These are the struggles of a promoter. So it's not all glamour and glitz. All right, let's keep going. Are you able to share how many people are on the women's waiting list? I don't know offhand. I want to say there's probably about 8 to 10 women on the waiting list, something like that. All right, and I think that's all we have. So I'm gonna cut it there. If you have any other questions, just post them and then we'll go through them. But if not, we'll cut it here. Again, I just wanted to go over questions that people might have. I know there's a lot of new boxers that are coming out to Vegas, and I want you guys to feel that you could ask any questions that you might have. I don't want anybody feeling like I can't ask that question because it might sound dumb or whatever. Don't ever feel that way. This is a brother and sisterhood where we help each other out no matter what the question sounds like. Trust me, every question that's ever asked, it's been asked before, so you have nothing to be ashamed of or afraid of or anything like that. We're here to support each other, and that's what it is. Okay? Again, if you have questions later on, feel free to reach out to me. I will start getting super busy in the next couple of weeks, just because the closer the tournament gets, the more occupied I get with different things that go on, dropouts, things, rematching people, all that kind of stuff. So bear with me if I don't answer right away, but I will get to you. All right, everybody, that's all I got for you. Other than that, if there's nothing else, peace, love, blessings. Keep working hard. Get yourself ready. Let's have fun in Vegas, and let's do it. All right, everybody. Take care, and yes.